Alright guys, welcome back to House of Prep. My name's Jerry. Hey, I was going to do a live stream tonight, but today is my birthday. And come to find out, there's been some birthday festivities planned out. So I decided, well, I've got time, let me do at least a premiere. I also had a prepping item to talk about, something that I'm excited about. But yeah, birthday time, so it's that one time a year you get a little older. I'm out front in my front yard today. So it's the first time I've ever done a video in the front yard, and I'm going to show you why here. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. And let me show you what we're working on here. So some of you knew, excuse me there, in our house we've been working on our newer home and slowly updating some things and adding things. We're working on our front yard landscape. So we were at the nursery, and I was asking the nursery worker, "Hey, what about these blueberry bushes?" I said, "Do people ever use these and mix these into their landscaping?" We thought about lining some of these up in the backyard. But man, there's so many birds by the woods, and I'd have to set up a lot of, tins and things to try to discourage them. So we're going to try a couple up front, and you can see there's already a couple little blueberries on here. I'm trying to get the camera. I don't know if you can kind of see them. But I've dug the hole and I've got them started. We've got a bunch of bags of stuff here. Let me see if I can show you just different bags, some things. I'm sitting on some Miracle Grow dirt. So we're gonna make the hole a little bit bigger, add in a lot of good soil, some nutrients, and then she's going to put flowers and such up in the front part of the landscape. So first of all, I thought that was pretty cool, me mentioning that to my wife, because she was up in the air. She didn't quite know what she wanted for the back part of the landscape, against closer to the house. So I just kind of, hey, what do you think about blueberry bushes? And I said, if we ask, what they think, wouldn't you kind of hear it from them? And it worked out. And what a great opportunity to have something that helps make your front of your yard look a little nicer, and at the same time you have something that's producing for you enough food. Supposedly once after a year or two that these have been planted in the ground, they'll really take off and produce pints and pounds of blueberries. So I'm excited, and especially once I get into the canning portion, that'll be something I also can can. Or I've started reading that if you spread them out onto a flat pan with a lip on the ends, you can put them in the freezer, freeze them for a couple hours, and then dump them into a big Ziploc bag, and kind of have those for 5 or 6 months that you can kind of pull out after the season's over. That goes up into the holidays, so that's kind of cool. So I'm excited. It's another step in the direction of being just one more food that we could rely on, that we could have. I know blueberries don't produce calories, but they have all kinds of extra antioxidants and vitamins and things that are good for your body. I've heard it called like a superfood. So what a great addition. If you've got stuff that you're surviving on, freeze-dried foods and canned foods and maybe vegetables and stuff, but to have another fruit, to have something that's fresh that you can get right out of your yard. And I think that's a real good addition to House of Prep here. And I do live kind of in a suburbs area, and it's not like a big town or anything, but it's still, I guess you can still kind of say it's kind of like a suburb. So I obviously have neighbors, you can see over here. We're in a new construction area, and lots of new houses still kind of being finished up. So good opportunity as we're picking out what we're growing around the home, to implement that and to put it into play. So that's where I'm at, guys. If you've been just following life, you know that we're just slowly but surely just another piece being. Have you ever played that game Jenga? You know what I'm talking about. You have that big tower, right? That's our life right now. That's society. That's our country. That's our economy. That's our food. That's all the things that our infrastructure, I guess you could say, our grids, where you got people hacking into stuff. We've got shipping issues. We have economical issues, businesses trying to get employees to come back to work, and a lot of all that together, all those little pieces of the puzzle, it's all jumbled together, right? In Jenga, and everything's piled together in this nice square tower, right? And one piece at a time. If someone gets hacked, there goes a piece. That was our oil pipelines for gas, and so then here comes another piece. The meat processing plants hacked. Gas prices going up. Shrinkflation. Here comes a piece out. People are having a hard time finding workers so they can get all these businesses back up and running, and they're not up and running. So slowly but surely working on the economy. Printing more money. There's another piece of Jenga. Now, if you've played that game Jenga, and I'm not really good at it. I don't know if any of you guys are expert Jenga players. And these bugs up here, I don't like them. But summertime, right? but you play the Jenga, and your goal is to pull the pieces out without the tower falling down. And whether you have 2 players or 3 players or 4 players, everybody takes a turn pulling that piece of Jenga out from the tower. It's funny, I had no plan to talk about Jenga, but here we are. That's how my mind works sometimes, so I'm just kind of going with, I'm ad-libbing. So I do that a lot, if you notice. But you got that tower of Jenga, so it's my turn, right? And we've gone around 4 or 5 turns, so it's starting to get wobbly. The base, the foundation, everything about it's sometimes it's just barely hanging on by just a couple pieces on certain sections, and here I am, it's my turn to pull one out, and I pull it, and the whole thing just comes crashing down. That's kind of how I feel right now. I feel like we're in that Jenga game, that we are one piece at a time is being taken out, and it's still holding together. Like we're still seeing things at the stores that we want, but yet prices have gone up, and here's another piece out. So we're fortunate. Right now the tower's still standing, and I think that if we take advantage of that, like I spent $20 a piece for these blueberry bushes at a local nursery, and I try to support the local guys. I really do. For folks that recommend, hey, support the local troops, the local commercial businesses and things, I do. I try to help them as much as I can. They gave me a good deal on these, but I could find them. I could still go and I could still purchase them. I could still plant them. I had time to get them established into my ground here and take advantage of this time that we have, because you don't know when the next piece and the breaking news hits and the next piece is removed. Is that the piece that the entire thing comes crumbling down? It can. And look, when you're playing the game of Jenga, if you think that game's going to last forever, you're mistaken. When you're playing the actual game of Jenga and you're playing it, you're pulling out pieces, and you're thinking that tower will never fall, you've been sold a bill of goods, because that tower is going to come down at some point, because pieces keep getting removed. So if you've noticed pieces continually being removed in our life, in our society, in our economy, if the pieces are continually being removed, then you've got the wool pulled over your eyes if you're in the belief that it's going to hold together with the constant removal of pieces. So anyway, I happened to just kind of think of that on the fly, and I was like, man, that's deep. You start matching that up to the game of Jenga. That's where we're at, guys. We're at the game of life, the game of Jenga. So that's where we're at. So anyway, I'm having some fun. I hope you guys are having fun. And with these premieres, you're able to jump into the comments. I will be able to read your comments later. Like I said, I don't know about tonight, because I'm not quite sure how the birthday partying is going to go tonight. It's going to be fun. A lot of just being with all the kids, all the families coming over. I'm sure we'll have lots of good food. I'm hearing Joy is making me her world famous lasagna tonight. So I'm excited. I love lasagna. I'm like Garfield the cat. You put a pan of lasagna in front of me, and if it's made well, man, I will eat some lasagna. So that's my goal tonight, and I'll probably be in a lasagna coma throughout the night. So for sure, if I don't get a few minutes to kind of catch up on your all's comments, I'll definitely check them out tomorrow. But you guys have a great weekend. I'm definitely hoping to make a video maybe with the kids again for this weekend, something just to check in and go over some stuff. But keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you guys. A lot of you guys are making great strides. I love reading your comments, seeing how you're prepping. So proud of you. You guys are doing a great job. A lot of new preppers making some great additions to their preps. And you guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now.